It is a beautiful day for the beautiful game. We will play it in Richmond. The Kickers playing host to South Georgia Tormenta. Both of these clubs coming in with 11 points. It's goal differential that makes the difference between 4th and 6th place on the League One table. Richmond on Wednesday night, they get a big win. They were winless in May, but when you serve it up like Bryant does, and then you bang it home with your head like Chrysler does, that changes your fortunes. And that was just one of the goals. Then, hey, you're on your back, kicking out wide. Baya from downtown Richmond. That's in the back of the net. The Kickers are 30 years old, and they get the win and the clean sheet. That bodes well for their fortunes today against Tormenta. Players to watch will start with number 8, Ethan Bryant. You just saw his service from the corner. He's from Texas, previously played with the San Antonio FC Club of Championship. He'll be in the middle playing the number 9 today for the Kickers in that 4-3-3. On the other side, the player to watch is going to be in a penny to start the match, and that's Jamal Roberts. He played his college ball at Marshall. He was drafted 77th overall by Sporting KC. So there is the matchup. Richmond, Tormenta. You got to watch 90 minutes to find out how this one finishes, and we're going to have it for you in a moment here on ESPN+.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
Hi, I'm Megan Mack, President of Prospect Blue.
And I'm Jess Barnes, Director of Business Development at Prospect Blue.
Prospect Blue is a staffing and recruiting firm headquartered right here in Richmond, Virginia. We serve the Mid-Atlantic region and beyond.
With the labor market experiencing historic shortages, Prospect Blue is here to help companies attract and retain key talent.
With strong relationships in the corporate, financial, legal, and medical fields, we are in a unique position to connect employers with job seekers. Whether you are a candidate seeking a new career opportunity or a company searching for talent, Prospect Blue will help you ensure that today's transitions lead to growth and success.
Prospect Blue is proud to be a corporate sponsor of the Richmond Kickers.
Go Kickers!
Welcome back, everybody. Richmond, Tormenta. I'm Bruce Silverman. This League One matchup. It is going to be a fun one. Both of these teams coming in with 11 points. Richmond's got a goal differential of +5. Tormenta is -1, so that's why Richmond's in 4th and Tormenta is in 6th. Time for lineups. Let's start with Richmond. As I said in the open, 30 years old here in 2022. Akira Fitzgerald, the veteran, is in the pipes. He is also the goalkeeper coach now for Darren Swilarski. And, man, there's a lot of firepower in this one in that 4-3-3. Bolaños and Terzaghi and Baiba up top. And we take a look now at Tormenta. They're also going to run out the 4-3-3. Pablo Jara in his 5th year with Tormenta is in the pipes out of Chile. And you got Aji and Bill Hart and Sterling looking to find the back of the net and challenge Fitzgerald. So these two teams, certainly no strangers to League One action. And now that the ball has been put down, we just have to have everybody settle up and get ready to play some football. So both of these clubs looking for their 4th win of the season. They come in 3 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws each. And that is what you really need to know about this matchup here. So dig, if you will, a picture. Richmond going from left to right on your television screen. And in the white kits with the trim, that's going to be Tormenta going from right to left. We're underway. Ball is outside. Bolaños knocked away from him. He throws it in quickly, doesn't even wait for the fullbacks to come up and take it. Little helter-skelter in the middle of the pitch. And we are going to see a fast-paced game all the way through as Bryant tries to knock it forward. It's stolen away. And a player is down early in the first minute for Tormenta.
Tough start.
Not the start that Tormenta was looking for. Bolaños comes over to check on him, and that is Josu Soto, the American in his first year here in Tormenta. Previously played with the Chattanooga Red Wolves and also RGV of Championship. And you see a little bit of that challenge as Soto slow to move, back on his feet. And Soto now walking it off. And as he does, we'll get back underway. For Richmond, they're going to look for the offensive firepower to come from Bolaños, Terzaghi, and Baima, as well as Bryant running the ship in the middle. For Tormenta, Ajay, Bill Hart, and Sterling up front as Vinyals gets his pocket picked. Excuse me, that was Bill Hart getting his pocket picked, coming back the other way. Sends it forward. It's knocked back the other way. Moran. Bryant. Going back. Ani. He'll send it forward. Now into the box. Knocked away by Dengler. And that will set up a Richmond corner. Short corner, no injuries for Richmond as Dengler clears it out once again, and then Tormenta looks like a mash unit with all of those names that are not available for this one for Tormenta. So it's a short opportunity for Tormenta with that many players out. Bryant pulls up the brakes just outside the box, feeding it to his left. Miss opportunity by Richmond. That will be gathered up and cleared out by Sterling. And it will make its way all the way back to the veteran Fitzgerald. And Soto is down again, and that is really not good news for Tormenta is it appears they're going to have to go to their bench. So the question becomes, what does Ian Cameron do? And so Soto, who's playing that left wing position in the middle, will have to go to their bench early.
Departing the bench, number 18, Jose Soto. Entering the game, number 8, Gabriel Cabral in the 4th minute.
In the 4th minute, Gabriel Cabral will come in for Soto, the first substitution. So Gabriel Cabral comes in cold. That's number 1. Number 2, 5 substitutions on each side are available throughout the match. And for Cameron to be able to go, or have to go, to his bench in the 4th minute, it means that one of those 5 substitutions has already been made. The other part of this equation is you can only make substitutions 3 different occasions, and a 4th being halftime. So that is well off the mark by Stephen Payne. So the Alabama native, in a miscommunication, we're going to take a look at it here. Payne thought somebody was going to be breaking on the ball, and there was nobody home there. Would have been better off taking a shot at Pablo Jara. So Jara will go all the way back 6 yards. Run up on this one here in the 6th minute with the right foot. And that shows the strength of Jara's leg. Bryant putting the ball in the air. Just about everybody showing the skill they have with their head, as this ball is spending a lot of time in the air before it makes it all the way back to Akira Fitzgerald. And the veteran will get it back. Jay putting a little bit of pressure on Fitzgerald. Nice through ball, timed perfectly by Green, sending it out of play, slowing down the Richmond attack. Mishandled, it will stay with Richmond. So Richmond, who got a big win over the Chattanooga Red Wolves on Wednesday night. Trying to get something going early on in this one. Long throw into the box, headed away. And now Richmond will settle it back down. And once again, ball over the top, nobody home. Richmond's going to have to work on their connections. A little bit behind Bryant. And ultimately, Tormenta is able to clear it out. What you're seeing here is a little bit more aggression by Richmond than by Tormenta. A little bit more possession. Tormenta is playing more reactionary football right now. When the ball is coming their way, they're just looking to clear it out, which they are, and that's the reason why Fitzgerald has the ball at his feet. Tormenta is going to have to put together some passes and try to slow down this Richmond attack. Ball was sent forward right into the awaiting feet of Curtis Thorne. And Hara is going to kick the ball high in the air. Once again, that reactionary football. As you see, Tormenta is really not interested at this time in stringing together the passes that would be necessary to really take opportunities against Fitzgerald. Instead, Richmond back on the ball. Here's Bryant. Goes to his left. That's a chip forward into the box. Flag would have been up nonetheless, and Hara will gather it up, survey his options, and roll it out. This might be the first concerted attack by Tormenta. They're already in the final third. Here's a J. And that is it right into the awaiting hands of Akira Fitzgerald. Good attack. And Aji taking a shot, but there isn't enough pace on this one to go to that far post in the upper 90, and waiting on it nicely is the veteran. See Fitzgerald play for North Carolina FC. Before that, they were called the Carolina Railhawks. Played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and now has found a home in Richmond. Not only the starting keeper, but he is also the goalkeeper coach. Richmond fans are loud and proud. Adi pushing it ahead. Here comes Moran, he pushes it. Those one-touch passes are working well for Richmond. Bima switching sides, and once again, nobody home. If there's one area of this match early in these first 10 minutes that Richmond needs to work on, it's those passes once they get into the final third. They're trying to go to the left, trying to connect with Bolaños. Bolaños is just not there to receive. Hara will survey his options. You see him directing traffic a little bit to the left. Another strong kick. Thorne has to go back to Hara. Hara once again showing that strong right foot. Headed out of play by Ani. Bill Hart do the honors. Dengler finds Heckenberg. And Tormenta going in the wrong direction. Ahead to Aji. And he was taken down. Tormenta trying to get it started back up. Anya Vogt is the referee. Tormenta in the box with an opportunity. Fitzgerald wanted a flag to go up. And eventually play stops. As you take a look at Adrian Bill Hart, 3 years with this club out of Germany. Ball doesn't clear midfield. Tormenta will settle it down. And then they'll work back to Hara. This is what they like to do. They like to build from the back. Dengler ahead. Finds Cabral. Cabral goes backwards, trying to go back to Cabral. It's intercepted. Here comes Richmond. Down the left side. Gathered up in the corner. And another corner coming up for the Kickers. Good job by Bolaños, and Viñals will go over and take this one. So the Spaniard will swing it in towards Hara. And Richmond will move more players into the box. Headed out of the box. Ball gathering it up, trying to go long distance. And Ethan Bryant steps in front of it. Quick throw by Bill Hart. Sharifi sending it back for Phelps. Connects back again with Sharifi. Now Thorne. Phelps. Dengler. Over the top. Chrysler put a head on it. Still in play. Tormenta just outside the box. Numbers are there. Sharifi back to Bill Hart. Bill Hart with the weak effort. Fitzgerald highlights it out. Bima chipping it over the top. He was looking for Trzaski. Coming the other way. Ajay. Options left and right. He goes into the middle. Sterling. That would have been off the mark. Fitzgerald jumps on it. 15 minutes in, we stay scoreless. So what's really interesting about this match so far, Richmond appearing like the better team, at least from where Akira Fitzgerald is. Past the midfield mark, into the final third. For Richmond, what happens is once they get into the final third, things tend to break down. Now, for Tormenta on the other side, they've been playing very reactionary. Ball is in their area. They're just trying to clear it out when they're being attacked. Now, when they're able to gather up the ball, they like to build from the back. They've been doing that well, and they've been creating much better chances than Richmond. You've seen Fitzgerald really having to come into the mix. The shots haven't been pure quality, but they are making Akira Fitzgerald work. We have not seen that from Richmond in trying to make Pablo Hara work. And that will be headed out of play. It will belong to Richmond. Richie, quick throw. As you look at the brain trust of Tormenta and Ian Cameron. 11 points on the season. But they're sitting with a -1 goal differential. There are currently 4 teams coming into today's action, all sitting with 11 points. That's the Kickers with a +5 goal differential. They're in 4th. Chattanooga, goal differential of even. They're in 5th. Tormenta, as I said earlier, -1. They are in 6th place. And Greenville, also -1 with 11 points, and they're in 7th below the Mendoza line. That being the first 6 teams make it to the playoffs in this 11-team league. Chrysler sending it forward. Moran connecting with Vignals. Now the long distance pass into the box, centered and out of play. We will stay where we are as that was knocked out by Tormenta, and another corner coming up as you see Bolaños out of Miramar, Florida, getting a little bit more active on that left side. He'll walk into the box. Vignals will serve it up. Once again, the Spaniard high in the air, headed on. Chrysler put his head on it, and Horace snatches it out of the air. Bill Hart switching sides, connecting with Sterling. Now into the box. Pushes it into the middle. It was a dummy pass. Heckenberg was letting it go through. Too much pace on it. It was a good idea, but it just doesn't execute. So Richmond now, at the end of the 18th minute, will throw it back in. Bryant is fouled by Sharifi. And the Texan native is back on his feet. Out wide. Bolaños will gather it up, work it into the final third, working that left side. Richmond sees something over there, but the flag went up. We've seen time and again Richmond trying to work that left side of the pitch. Seeing something on that left side that they want to exploit in Sterling, Sharifi, and Thorne. Whistle stops play once again. So as Voigt gets everything squared away, we'll wait for him to start everything back up. Hara will put the ball 1 yard outside the area. Once again, that strong right foot, you have to wonder at what point will that strong right foot lead to a scoring opportunity. Thorne. He'll get it back. Richmond pushing forward, making it difficult. Sharifi. Got it over to Ajay and just couldn't handle it. That's cleared out. It will belong to Tormenta. So you gotta like what Tormenta is doing right now in terms of the way they're possessing the ball. A little bit more deliberate, creating more scoring opportunities. And it will belong to Richmond. Bolaños putting just enough pressure on Ajay. From Ghana in his first year in South Georgia. Tormenta will have a new home soon as they'll be moving out of Georgia Southern's Irk Russell Stadium. Irk Russell, who is a long-time assistant football coach, American football that is, at the University of Georgia, before going down and taking over the Georgia Southern program, building it into a national powerhouse. Winning national titles. Dengler chipping it forward over the intended target, which was Sterling. So Fitzgerald will highlight it out once again. Payne will send it back to Crisley. Fitzgerald. There's a right foot of his own. At the stripe, headed back. And here comes the attack. And that is in the back of the net. Barry Sharifi makes it 1-0. Tormenta in the 22nd minute.
Goal scored by number 47, Barry Sharifi, in the 22nd minute.
Fitzgerald frustrated by the defensive breakdowns as Sharifi made it happen. Starts with Ajay centering, and then that finds the back of the net, and it's all because Sterling really can't handle it. Touches, goes through, and in the 22nd minute, Tormenta has a goal differential on the season of even. That is what you want to do if you're on the road. You want to strike first. You want to put the home team on their heels, and that is exactly what they have done. Ball works its way all the way back to Hara. Hara will highlight it out himself. Phelps will send it forward. That will draw a whistle from Voigt. Sterling went down. Heckenberg starting us back up. Now Phelps. Thorne. Sharifi. He lays off. Ball is knocked away. Thorne coming up, playing some defense. is slowed down. Bryant was moving in the direction he wanted to go. Zaki expressing his concern over that previous play as Payne throws it in. Crisler for Moran. Moran will go over the top. The ball will pinball around for a minute, work its way back to Hara. Hara will send it into the middle. It will work its way all the way back down. Fitzgerald will come out of the box, hand it off to Payne. Crisler. Lonnie. He says something down that left side. Knocked out of play. Time and again. Richmond trying to work down that left side. Moran. Coming up empty. Despite having the better start, Tormenta has really settled down, gotten a number of shots on Fitzgerald, and obviously in the 22nd minute, Sharifi getting the opening goal on this one. Bryant chipping towards the corner. It's gathered up. Ajay. And then going out of play. That's one of the things that we've seen is that Richmond having to step in front of some of these passes and slow things down. Tormenta starting to put together better passes, not being reactionary. Ball over the top. Bolaños. Open net. That'll do it. Back of the net. Tormenta wanted a flag to go up. The equalizer is there. Stu Ritchie gets the equalizer in the 27th minute. How about this? Over the top. And the left fullback is going to get the goal coming out of no place. You gotta like that if you're a Richmond fan. Answers Sharifi's goal 5 minutes later. You don't normally see a left fullback that far up the pitch on a ball played over the top, but he made his presence known. Thorne. Sharifi. He's trying to shake Payne, and Payne is basically picking his pocket, punched it away. The way Payne was playing Sharifi, you talk to Payne after the game, you might find out what flavor of bubble gum Sharifi has been chewing on the pitch. That's how close the defense was for Payne. Thorne, Sharifi, good combination early on. Ajay, now on the left. Feeding Thorne at the baseline, going through, off the chest of Crisler, so a corner coming up for Tormenta. So the goal scorer looks like he is going to serve up this corner. It will swing towards Fitzgerald. Sharifi surveying his options. Punches it high. Headed out. by the man who gave the corner up, Chrysler. Adrian Billhart looked like he was going to take the throw momentarily, but he does not. Long throw into the box. Fitzgerald will snatch it. Looks to move it quickly and punts it. Bolaños step for step with Thorne. And a foul is called here in the 30th minute, and a card is handed out to Thorne. First yellow card of the afternoon going to Curtis Thorne, as he was going step for step with Jonathan Bolaños, and that was a professional foul to make sure that Bolaños wasn't able to cut inside. Thorne had the inside track. But Voigt goes to his pocket. The Barbasol will go down and march off 10 yards. And a scoring opportunity for Vinyals. So the veteran out of Barcelona is going to face a two-man wall. So he does have the option of trying to go right at goal, or he can serve it into the middle and hope one of his teammates runs on it. Decision time. High in the air, headed on. Weak head. Ball went right into the ground, and Tormenta's cleared it out. Moran gathers it up down the line, out of play. So a throw coming up for Tormenta. Their goal differential is back to -1. As Owen Green throws it in his second year with South Georgia. That will work its way back to Hara. Puts it out of play. Quick throw. As Richmond is going to try to want to get on that attack. Vinyals trying to feed. Moran intercepted. Payne comes up with it. He'll work the right side. Pull up the brakes. Outstanding defense by Billhart, the center forward, to come up and take it away from Payne. Payne, the right fullback, will lay off. He'll go back to his defensive position. And instead it will be Nathan Ani, who will take a number of steps before he throws it into the box. Chested right back at him. Served in, headed on! Back of the net! Number 15! Chrysler, 2-1 Richmond. 33rd minute, Hara is furious. 2 goals by Richmond. Both of those goals coming from their back line. Talked about Richmond looking to do something in this match with their front line, but it is the fullbacks that are making things happen, and this was the center fullback, Jalen Chrysler. And so 33 minutes into this one, Richmond up 2-1. Talked early on that the offense could come from Bolaños, Terzaghi, and Baima. That's not been the case, at least early on. Ritchie in the 27th minute equalized after that 22nd minute goal by Tormenta's Sharifi. And then Chrysler makes it a 2-1 game in the 33rd. Fireworks early in this one. Dengler sending it forward, Sterling off the chest. Ajay can't handle it. Richmond will pick it up. We're inside the last 15 minutes of the first half. And there is the first goal scorer, Stuart Ritchie, throwing it in. Stolen away. And Voigt is going to make the ball come back towards the middle of the pitch. And it's thrown back for Jake Dingler. Switching sides for Thorne. Cabral, who came in the 4th minute for an injured Josu Soto. Cabral keeping it going. And that is going to be a foul committed by Ani. Sterling goes down his first year out of England. And he'll grab his toe. You see the way this comes? As Ani was trying to toe poke it out of the way, and he caught Sterling. So a set piece opportunity for the visitors. And Voigt wants some space so he can put down the Barbasol and march off to 10 yards. Not very generous on the spot of the ball. And he makes about a 6-yard line for a 3-man wall. So Cabral showing the right foot, a lot of activity in the mouth of the 18. The wall doesn't look to be a factor in this one. Lifts it high in the air, that's headed on and outside. Jake Dingler can't put it on frame as Akira Fitzgerald sends it forward, knocked back the other way by Tormenta. That will be ushered out by Ritchie. Ritchie will survey his options. Payne will gather it up. He's got some real estate to work with. Long distance pass trying to connect with the man from Florida, Bolaños, who's now on the right. That doesn't happen. Bryant overruns the ball, comes back to it. Bolaños into the middle. Richmond with some space. Vignals can't connect. And here it comes. Tormenta. Sharifi cutting inside. Finds his target. That's Bill Hart at the elbow. Now inside the box. Stepped on it. Gave it away. Payne. He goes long distance. Connects with Terzaghi. Here's Bolaños. Can he make it 3-1? Cuts inside, and Pablo Jara jumps on the ball. Bolaños just waited too long to create the opportunity. Not only did he draw Jara into the play, but a defender as well. Bill Hart. Slow things down. Cabral gives it back. Sterling trying to center, knocked away. Vignals got a body part on it. Heckenberg picks it up. Cabral, now Sterling. Sharifi forced outside. Bryant trying to fight for it with Sterling. Sterling is whistled on the infraction. Sterling still can't believe that he picked up the whistle. So everybody will move forward in the 38th minute so that Akira Fitzgerald can push it forward. Moran lost the handle. It's sent back towards Tormenta. Bolaños fighting with Thorne. Thorne gets the better of that one. Thorne will have it once again. Bill Hart in the middle. Now working the right. Ajay now on the right. Heckenberg. Phelps. Thorne. Sharifi. Cabral to Sterling. Heckenberg. Ajay Most passes that the visitors have strung together. Will this be fruitful? And they have to work it all the way back to the middle of the pitch. Phelps will go outside. Denenberg was trying to feed Bill Hart. And we'll have a corner for Tormenta. That will take place in the 40th minute. Cabral, who came in the 4th, will take this one as Tormenta is mixing it up in terms of who takes the set pieces. Gabriel will survey his options. And Voigt will slow things down. Didn't like what he saw. A little pushing and shoving. Inside, he's going to clear everybody away. And Voigt will back out. Cabral will have an opportunity to actually serve this one up. In swinger, drives it high all the way through. Fitzgerald will kick it away. With a little over 5 minutes to go in this one. Relatively quick played first half with the exception of Soto going down. So we're probably facing 1 to 2 minutes of stoppage time. As Tormenta has really settled down in this game. Early on, they were just trying to clear the ball out. Sterling trying to find a way to get a shot off. He does. Moran knocks it away. Tormenta right back on it. Bryant gets a foot on it momentarily. Bolaños is cut down. Whistle will stop play there. Tormenta in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game. Anytime they had a rush that they were facing from Richmond, they were ushering it away and sending it down the pitch. Ian Cameron has been booked here in the 41st minute. So the 4th official had enough, and so Voigt will put the name Ian Cameron in the 41st minute into that little diary he wears on his chest. Heckenberg will hand it off to Cabral. Cabral with a little bit of space. Pushing it out for Thorne. Thorne will pull up the brakes. Give it back to Cabral. He sends it forward. Sterling goes down in a knock from Chrysler. He's still down. Play continues. Ajay in the box, whiffed on it a little bit. Moran puts a foot on it. High in the air, 50-50, won by Thorne. He didn't even have to climb the ladder with Bolaños, and then Bolaños sending it into the middle of the pitch. Terzaghi was running on it, but it was cleared out by Dengler. Green will send it all the way down the pitch. Nobody home for Tormenta. Sterling is pleading his case to Voigt, to no avail in the 42nd minute. So Akira Fitzgerald, knowing that his club has been facing an onslaught in the Tormenta attack, will slow things down a little bit, hand it off to Awning. He'll play catch with Fitzgerald. Richmond would be very happy to go into the dressing room up 2-0 after going down early on that 22nd minute goal by Sharifi. Answered 5 minutes later by Ritchie, and then Chrysler in the 33rd. That is a long distance. Flag is up. Hara was running on it. He got it cleared before Terzaghi got there. But it didn't matter for the captain as the flag was up. So that was captain against captain on that last exchange. Bill Hart as we enter the 44th minute. Sharifi sending it into the middle. Sterling knocked away. Bryant dancing out of trouble. He'll send it down the right side. Bolaños. It's the right idea, but when the ball took a bounce, it bounced right into the awaiting feet. Joshua Phelps. So the Australian will clear it. And that will stop play. Sterling and Chrysler forgiving each other as we've got another player down for Tormenta. Inside the box, and that's Sharifi, the goal scorer. Holding his the back, it appears to be somewhere between the knee and the hamstring on the left side. And a very misopportune time for a player to go down for Tormenta. So Ian Cameron's going to have some decisions to make here. Talked earlier about the early substitution in the 4th minute, Soto going down for Cabral. So there's substitution number 1. Now number 2, if Sharifi has to be lifted in this situation, it would be the second window that the substitution takes place. Cameron would be well served to play down 10 men and just play 10 men for the remainder of the half and then substitute Sharifi if necessary. And that is the indication from the medical staff that he will have to be substituted. Now again, as we now hit 45, awaiting how much stoppage time we're going to have, which is going to be 3 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. But right now, Cameron has to make the decision. As Sharifi has told the medical staff he cannot go. You see that indication to Ian Cameron. Tormenta will be better served to play down a man for the 3 minutes and then make a substitution at the beginning of the second half where that substitution will not count as those 3 windows. Because if he makes the substitution now, he can only make one more substitution for the entire second half as well as at the break. And it looks like that is the decision that Cameron is going to make. Ball's all the way back to Hara. He rolls it out. Dengler pushing it forward. But now it does appear that Cameron may very well make that substitution before the whistle ends the half. Bryant. Honey. Bryant once again. Chipping it down. Ball took a funny hop for Richmond, goes out of play before Bryant can pull it together. That was actually Payne.
South Georgia Tormenta substitution departing the match, number 47, Barry Sharifi. Entering the game, number 11, Jamil Roberts. A first-half stoppage.
So Mr. Roberts, who we highlighted in the open, is now on the pitch for Sharifi. Tormenta will only have one substitution window in the second half, as well as coming immediately out of the break as the flag goes up. Interesting move by Cameron, as we are just inside of a minute remaining in the first half. So the visitors may very well have some tired legs to deal with in the second half. Ajay, opportunity. Ajay took the shot. Bill Hart was calling for it for about 10 seconds. Ajay taking a second shot, and you know there's going to be a conversation between Bill Hart and Ajay. Because Bill Hart was all alone just inside the box. Here it is. Bill Hart calling for it. Ajay taking the shot, gets his own rebound, turning around on it, taking the second shot, putting it out of play. Fitzgerald will nurse the clock. Send it well down the pitch. Headed back in his direction. Sterling keeps it in the air. Moran got into the mix. Crisler laying off for Phelps. Sending it ahead for Thorne. Now on Richmond's side of the pitch. Roberts will send it back to Thorne. As we are in borrowed time now. Bill Hart can't run onto that one. Heckenberg sent it forward. That will do it for the first 45 plus 4. Richmond 2 and Tormenta 1. 2 substitutions for Tormenta already in the first half, both of them because of injury. So Richie, Crisler, the 2 for Richmond, 1 for Sharifi. He's already out of the match. Don't go away. Halftime coming up here on ESPN+.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with a provider today.
Hi, I'm Megan Mack, President of Prospect Blue.
And I'm Jess Barnes, Director of Business Development at Prospect Blue.
Prospect Blue is a staffing and recruiting firm headquartered right here in Richmond, Virginia. We serve the Mid-Atlantic region and beyond.
With the labor market experiencing historic shortages, Prospect Blue is here to help companies attract and retain key talent.
With strong relationships in the corporate, financial, legal, and medical fields, we are in a unique position to connect employers with job seekers. Whether you are a candidate seeking a new career opportunity or a company searching for talent, Prospect Blue will help you ensure that today's transitions lead to growth and success.
Prospect Blue is proud to be a corporate sponsor of the Richmond Kickers. Go Kickers!
Welcome back, everybody. Richmond Kickers 2, South Georgia 1 after 45 plus 4. If you missed anything from last week's action in League One, don't worry about it. We got you taken care of right now.
Stephen Payne the cross to Emiliano Terzaghi. He knows what to do with that. His 4th of the season. Richmond up 1-0. And those fans drove the 2.5-hour trek down from Richmond, and they know that Richmond 2-0 when they scored first this season. But look at this header. The cross comes in from Luis Arriaga. Slow it down for you. The back of the head of Garrett McLaughlin. He was facing away from the goal and gets the leveler 1-1. Later in the first half, Jaden Cervania is pulled down in the box. That's called a penalty. Give it back to McLaughlin at the spot. And he puts it home for the 2-1 lead. That would stand through the second half. North Carolina now a league best 7 points from losing positions, and the only League One team with a goal in every match. We go to Chattanooga. Speaking of PKs, Rafa Minsiglin takes it from the right side, gets bumped by Aaron Walker in the box. That's called a penalty. Second penalty of the night in League One. And last week it was Galindrez getting the goal off the PK spot. This time Walepi saved by Paul Christensen. That's the first PK save in League One this season. That keeps it level. 4 minutes later, look at this pass from Don Smart. He leads Jacob Lavovitz across. He finds the back of the net, his first career goal. A 1-0 win. Greenville is unbeaten in its last 9 meetings with the Red Wolves. We go down to Georgia. Tormenta hosts Tucson. 36-minute. Tucson with a chance. It gets cleared out, but all the way to the feet of Tyler Allen. Look at this. This is your goal of the week. Tyler Allen punches it home past Pablo Jara and just 2 minutes later, that's a 1-0 lead for Tucson. Just 2 minutes later, 38th minute now. Midfielder Tevin Shaw collects a yellow, but he had a yellow from the 4th minute. That means a red card. Unfortunately for Tucson, they lead the league with 3 red cards, so they'll have to play a man down for more than 50 minutes. Late in the match, Tucson loses it. Pressure from Tormenta. Alex Morel, how does Carlos Marancio get a fingertip on this? Keeps the shutout alive. Kingsford Agi also with a nice shot in close, parried away. That will be a 1-0 win for 10-man Tucson. Tormenta has no home goals in 5 home matches. We finished off week 9 out west. Fuego hosting Madison. 57th minute, Villian Bijev. No, says Brino. Follow-up, no, again. Sergio Chavez on the 2nd attempt. Phil Brino, the keeper with 6 saves on the night. Still no score. We go to the 82nd minute. Jeremiah String on a string. 1-0 Madison. 82nd minute. So they're going to come out with 3 points on the road with the lead only lasted 10 minutes. Michael Hornsby to Bijev near post header. How do they do it? 4th stoppage time goal this season for Fuego. And Fuego now their 3rd draw when conceding first. 2 home matches, 2 draws for Fuego. Bijev, 3 goals and an assist in the last 3 matches. We started week 10 Wednesday night in Richmond. This is not a recording. Richmond hosting Chattanooga. Set piece showcase. That one from Ethan Bryant to Nathan Nani. He heads to the red smoke. This is not a replay. This is a different play. 3 minutes later, Bryant finds Jalen Chrysler. The 6'4" Jalen Chrysler. Look at the hang time. That's 2-0. Then we get into first half stoppage. Bryant also impacting play. He doesn't get an assist for this one, but from his backside, kicks it out to Candela, over to Leo Baima with the left. 3-0 at the half. And it would stand. All 3 goals were by players scoring their first goal of the season. The Kickers are +6 differential at home in the win. And now this from the USL.
10 years in the making, a dream start for City.
Maxi Rodriguez, what a stop by Steinwasser.
And it's into the back of the net. El Paso.
Far corner and it's in. What a goal. Are you watching Football Americas?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
I'm on that routine. Routine.
At Greenswell Growers, we combine innovative technology, sustainable practices, and a passion for local. With a commitment to plants first, we have unwavering standards for growing products that yield the best taste in order to create the happiest customers. Because everyone deserves access to clean, safe, nutritious food. Little Greens, Big Heart. Learn more at greenswellgrowers.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime, Richmond and Tormenta. Time for us to take a look at news and notes from around League One. Northern Colorado. Hey, 23. Michael Jordan might as well get involved in the league. June 8th, that's when it was announced they're going to open up at Jackson Stadium. The player of the week, McLaughlin, netted that brace against North Carolina to take care of Richmond. Can Richmond take care of Tormenta today? Stay tuned for the second half. And 9 different players in League One are representing their international. We take a look at the upcoming schedule, and we're going to take a look at 3 matches. Chattanooga has got Union Omaha a little bit later today, as well as Forward Madison playing host to Tucson. And then on Wednesday night, Northern Colorado Hellstorm and North Carolina FC. The standings as of the start of the day. Charlotte Independence, first year in the league. They're taking care of business atop with 14 points. Their Statesman, North Carolina FC, they've got 13 points, as does the first team, the first team, Central Valley Fuego. They've got 13 points. Forward Madison's got some work to do, as does Union Omaha and Tucson. Don't go away, second half. Just moments away here on ESPN+.
Welcome to Royal New Kent Golf Club. Designed by world-renowned architect Mike Strantz, Royal New Kent's a one-of-a-kind Irish-style golf course located 20 minutes east of Richmond, Virginia. Royal New Kent was featured in Golf Week's top 100 public courses in the country. Hidden behind grassy knolls and hand-stacked rock walls, each hole offers several playing options to fit a wide range of abilities. Visit RoyalNewKent.com or follow us on social media for more information on tee times and rates. Remember, come to Royal New Kent Golf Club to Golf Ireland in Virginia.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCROPS brand stands for.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with a provider today.
At Greenswell Growers, we combine innovative technology, sustainable practices, and a passion for local. With a commitment to plants first, we have unwavering standards for growing products that yield the best taste in order to create the happiest customers. Because everyone deserves access to clean, safe, nutritious food. Little Greens, Big Heart. Learn more at greenswellgrowers.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Richmond 2, South Georgia Tormenta 1. That was 45 plus 4 minutes of action. I'm Bruce Silverman here on ESPN+. We want to show you some highlights, and there were quite a few of those. So, now that you've got your beverage, you've got your cookies, you've got your sandwiches out of the way, let's take a look at the first half. This is kind of the way things were going early in the match, and then we get to the 22nd minute. Sterling turning around on it, and Sharifi finding the back of the net. 1-0 Tormenta. Things are starting to look good for them. Now, hold on. Richmond coming the other way. Over the top. Bolaños plays off. That's the left fullback, folks. That's Stu Ritchie in the 27th minute. The Californian makes it a 1-1 game. That sits for about 6 minutes. And then this long throw by Ani. He gets it back, backs up, serves it up. Who's got the header? Jalen Chrysler. The man from Washington makes it a 2-1 affair. 33rd minute. We're going to go to the stats and show you everything, all the numbers. We got them all together. We didn't have a red card, folks, so we're just going to take that off. There were 2 yellow cards. One went to Curtis Thorne, one went to the bench for Ian Cameron. Then you had offside. Possession was definitely in favor of Tormenta, especially towards the end of the half. But the only stat that ever matters, that's the one up top, and that's 2-1. Okay, folks, dig, if you will, a picture of the Richmond Kickers. They will go from right to left. It's a Saturday, and apparently I did not go to school to learn my left and right. Richmond will go from right to left on their television screen. Tormenta will go from left to right. Now that we've got that settled, that's Akira Fitzgerald. That's Nathan Ani. That's your goal scorer in the 27th minute, Stu Ritchie. Richmond is 30 years old this year. One of the longest running American soccer clubs. Wearing the green today. Here's Owen Green going back. Dengler serving it into the box. Payne will usher that one out, so Fitzgerald will kick it away. Early in this match, just to take you back, Tormenta was playing very reactionary football. Ball would get into their zone. They'd be feeling the full attack of Richmond, and they would just kick it out of the area. It remained that way for about 10 minutes until they started to settle things down. Pablo Jara, the captain, in his 5th year with Tormenta, will serve it out wide. Dengler will push it forward. Richmond was absolutely the aggressors early in this match. Once things settled down, Tormenta was able to start to string together passes like you're seeing right now. Once they started doing that, the possession arrow went their direction, and it also created opportunities. Obviously, you saw Barry Sharifi in the 22nd minute get the opening goal. So that's what we saw in the first half. The other things that we need to talk about from the first half will definitely affect the way that Ian Cameron approaches the second half. First thing, Josu Soto. He goes out in the 4th minute because of injury. He is replaced by number 8, Gabriel Cabral. Cabral is still on the pitch now, as you see Moran pushing it outside for Ritchie. That will stay with Richmond. In stoppage time, in the 47th minute, it was Barry Sharifi, the goal scorer, who left with a left leg injury. He's lifted for Roberts, and Roberts we highlighted in the first half. He wears number 11. He came in the 47th minute. And there you see the frustration is Bill Hart is pulled from behind, and there was another Tormenta player down. Now, the reason that I tell you about these 2 substitutions, we'll get there in a moment, is Sterling coming forward. So the 2 substitutions that Tormenta took were both in the first half. You're allowed 3 substitution windows, plus a 4th being at the beginning of the second half. Ian Cameron, in bringing in Cabral and Roberts, used up 2 of those windows. He only has 1 window left to make substitutions. So we had a few substitutions to bring to your attention. For Richmond at the half is Ethan Bryant checked out. Barnathan came in for him. And also Bima checking out. And he was lifted for a Wayne Gordon. So both of those taking place in the 46th minute. Now, going back to the substitution rules, you're allowed 5 substitutions in a match. They can be done on 3 different windows. The 4th is at the half. So Richmond still has 3 windows in which they can make 3 more substitutions. Tormenta only has 1 more window to make 3 substitutions. So now that we've got that all laid out, we're in the 51st minute. Tormenta to throw it in. And they are going to try to find a scoring opportunity to even this thing up. Cabral. And that is cleared out by Barnathan. Cleared out by the goal scorer from the 33rd minute. And it will stay with Tormenta. Ian Cameron, the manager for Tormenta, picked up a yellow card in the 41st minute after an exchange with the 4th official. Chrysler heading it away, and then Curtis Thorne in the 30th minute, both of those cards belonging to Tormenta. Moran sending it forward, not to an intended target, all the way back to Hara. Hara misplays, but he'll get away with it. Sent forward, bump off the chest. Tormenta definitely looking like the better team here as the flag goes up to Zaghi, the Argentine with too many steps. Hara quick to move it forward so that we can get started. Phelps sending it down. Sterling looked like he was going to break on it. Payne loses his feet. Bill Hart sends it into the awaiting feet. Crystal. No call on that one. It would have been outside the box anyway. Fitzgerald with strong right foot. Down the line, out of play. Getting into the mix, a little push from behind. So Vinyals will get whistled on that infraction. Phelps gets it started back up. Get the feeling that this is going to be end-to-end action for the next 38 minutes or so. And neither team is going to take their foot off the gas, and that's what both of these managers told me earlier in the week. As that was a rocket shot from downtown Richmond that just goes flying over Cole Fitzgerald and the net he is minding. See it being pushed outside. Bill Hart just blasted. That was from about 25 out. Lonnie back to his keeper. He'll get it back. Moran comes back to it. Long distance pass is intercepted. Here comes Ajay. Headed away. Payne will gather it up. That goes over the top. Phelps will track it down. Terzaghi was on his back pocket. Hara will push it out to the right. And that's sent out of play. Richmond is going to have to find a way to find a slightly different personality. They are up 2-1, but they seem to be a little out of sorts at the moment. Bonnie sending it long distance, sent back the other way easily. Bill Hart has some running space. Feeds inside for Roberts. That's headed away by Ani. Staying on the pitch. Sterling was trying to climb the ladder. He missed the ball. That's cleared out. throw it in. It will be taken by Green. Now Phelps. Bolaños will keep him honest and will work its way all the way back to Hara. Phelps saw something on that left side. Payne heading it out of play before Roberts can get near it. Heckenberg. And the ball will continue with Tormenta. Heckenberg pushing it forward. Billhart picking it up. Roberts. Ajay thought about taking the shot, pushes it out wide for Green. Green outside the box, chipping in. It's headed through. Cabral. Ajay. He'll blast it. That ricochets away. Towards the corner, it will be a throw for Green. He'll back up, treat it like a corner, and throw it as far into the box as he can. He stepped over the line. Phelps will gather it. Cuts back. Feeds Ajay. Ajay with a little extra touch into traffic, and it's stolen away. Gordon was looking like he was going to take it all the way. He ran into traffic, and it's knocked away. Richie will survey his options here in the 57th, with Richmond up 2-1. Tormenta working very hard to try to find the equalizer. That's sent out of play. It will belong to Tormenta. Number 6 against number 4. 4 teams on the League One table, sitting with 11 points coming into the weekend. That was Richmond, Chattanooga, South Georgia, and Greenville. Moran for Payne. And that is knocked in the other direction. Play stops. Just to show you how incredibly tight this league is as you look at Darren Sawarski. Charlotte Independence with 14 points through 8 games. North Carolina 13 through 8. Central Valley Fuego 13 through 8. And then you got Richmond playing their 8th game with 11 points. Now, this sets up the table nicely for a Richmond win. We'll get to that after Gordon slows down just a little bit. Gordon will take the blast. That will sail on him. Got it on the laces. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. So going back to this, Richmond Kickers, 7 games, 11 points. Chattanooga, South Georgia, Greenville all with 8. So if Richmond can get the win today, pick up the 3 points, they would be at 14 with 8 games played. Could very well, depending upon what happens with Charlotte and with their state's brothers, North Carolina FC, depending upon what they do. You may see Richmond go from 4th to number 1 on the table. And what would really favor Richmond is coming into this match. They were +5 on the goal differential. If the game was to end now, they would be +6. Charlotte, top of the table, they're only goal differential of +2. That goes over a number of heads. Terzaghi, who is pestering, has really not been a factor so far in this match. Cabral, he takes the shot and that sails over. We get another look. Cabral from the circle to just outside the box. He decides to take it himself, and it just sailed on him. Not a bad opportunity to take when the opposing keeper is 5'11", and that is that man from Japan, Akira Fitzgerald. The right foot climbing the ladder was Gordon. Put a head on it, trying to get it to Terzaghi, and Terzaghi, like I said, really has not been a factor, hasn't been on the ball very much at all on the evening. Bolaños has been active on the left. Bima was very quiet on the right. He was lifted at halftime for Gordon. Terzaghi doing things like that. Bolaños trying to get into the mix. Barnathan was whistled on the infraction, so ball will stay with Tormenta as we have finished an hour of play, 30 minutes to go. Strap in, folks. It should be a wild one because right now, neither of these teams want to play in the middle. They want to play end-to-end football. Both of these managers are okay with that type of attack. Barnhart can't handle that one, so Akira Fitzgerald will kick this one away. Fitzgerald allowing teammates to do the honors. Honey. Richie will get it back. Flirting with the line, down the line. He has Gordon. Richie comes back up to it. Richie now working the left. The center. He was looking for Terzaghi. That was intercepted by Dengler. Here comes Cabral on the other end. Bill Hart outrunning Chrysler to the ball towards the corner. Payne is there. Chrysler is there. Eckenberg. Deep pass. Green comes up to take it. Pulls up the brakes. Goes back. Dengler trying to go deep. Payne was able to send it the other way. Tormenta spending a lot of time on the ball. 55% in the first half. It's got to be higher now. Green settles it down into the middle. As Roberts going out wide. Payne will come up to play some defense. Ball is fed inside. Sterling trying to put a head on it. Goes in the opposite direction, but Tormenta's still on it. Sterling, he'll turn around on it. That's knocked away by Ani. Kept in play, and then ushered out by Bolaños. Ani doing a good job on that back line. Both goals for Richmond coming from their defense, and that is the equalizer. Back of the net, Bill Hart makes it 2-2 in the 64th. So the visitors who came out of the dressing room, very aggressive, very compact, very, very disciplined, take advantage of a ball in the box. Bill Hart makes it a 2-2 affair. Told you it was going to be a wild one in the last 30 minutes. And it's absolutely playing up to that billing. Bill Hart had been asking for a ball in stoppage time, and Ajay just didn't see him. That time he got the ball and he made sure that he would get the equalizer. Bill Hart in his third year with Tormenta out of Germany. And now Richmond is going to have to answer. Vinyals. Wide for Richie. Richie pulling up the brakes a few yards outside the box. Lays off Vignals. Moran tees it up. Brought the 5-iron. He really needed the 3-wood. Ball just sailed on.
South Georgia goal scored by number 10, Adrian Billhart, in the 64th minute. This is your last call for adult beverages. All sales stop at
All right, so Pablo Jara, the Chilean, will kick it away. Here in the 66th minute, he has shown that he's got a strong right foot. And with a foot like that, you wonder, should the NFL come calling? Payne with the throw. Sent back in his direction. He'll send it out of play so he can throw it again. Finds Moran. Payne will stiff it into the middle of the pitch. Who wants it? Maybe Sterling, maybe Moran. Moran using his head. Payne will send it forward. Phelps will work its way back. Flag stops play. Once again, it will belong to Tormenta. Dengler. Ahead for Green. He'll cut inside. Very surprised that Richmond has chosen to play the exact same way in the answer to the goal to Billhart. Giving space to Tormenta, giving them an opportunity to possess the ball. Bolaños a little slow to break on it, so Dengler will gather it up and send it the other way. Roberts fouled from behind by Terzaghi. Two substitutions for each of these clubs. Tormenta doing it in the first half because of injury, and Richmond doing it for tactical at the break. Richie sending it out of play. Richmond, in terms of substitutions, has a better path forward. They can make 3 changes at 3 different occasions here in the second half. Tormenta can only make 1 more window of a change, and they can use up to 3 players to do it. Only 1 goal in this game from a forward. That was Billhart 3 minutes ago, 3.5 minutes ago. Richmond, 2 goals by 2 defenders. Sharifi got the party started in the 22nd minute. Here's Payne. Working on Phelps. Barnathan chipping into the box. That's knocked away by Jara. And we take another look. Barnathan feeding Terzaghi. Terzaghi with an open net. Went right at Jara. Bolaños running past 2 defenders. He's tripped from behind. And no penalty is awarded as play continues. Now a whistle stops play as the flag went up. Ajay was offside. Two substitutions now, using one of those windows and 2 of those substitutions.
Substitutions. Departing match number 10, Will Vignos. Entering the game number 99, Vincenzo Candela.
Candela will check in for Vignals here in the 70th. And Bolaños is going to check out. So Vignals, who had been picking up his play, coming out. And Bulldog is in for Bolaños. Also in the 7th. So there's 4 substitutions for Richmond. They have nearly rebuilt their front 6. The only 2 that started that are still in, Terzaghi up top and Moran on the left side in the middle. Bulldog, Gordon, Barnathan, and Candela round out the offensive firepower for Richmond. Candela sending it forward, knocked away, he'll get it back. Awney across the mouth of the 18. Chrysler will send it forward. Stays in play. Phelps comes up with it. Terzaghi's going to have to get more involved in the offense. Outstanding effort right there by Awney to just completely stop the play and turn it the other way. Moran going over the top, looking for Terzaghi. Terzaghi too many steps, and so the captain earns the flag. And here comes Tormenta once again. Less than 20 minutes to go. And this has been a true back and forth affair. Sterling pushing it out wide. This is what Tormenta has done since they settled down after about 10 minutes. They've really done a good job going station to station, possessing the ball. Richmond's giving them the space to be able to create opportunities. Cabral, who came in the 4th for an injured Soto. Roberts to Phelps, and now Tormenta trying to turn it around. Ajay came up to attack the open ball. Green will go backwards. Dengler sending it forward. Heckenberg, he'll feed into the box, and Fitzgerald will cover it up. Party got started in the 22nd minute. Barry Shararfi. And then the equalizer came by Stuart Ritchie, the man on the ball right now. Just outside the box, well guarded. In for Moran. Moran ran on it. He would have been better suited to either backheel it back to Ritchie or to take a rip on net. Corner coming up, and Moran looks like he's going to take it. So this will swing away from Hara. One Richmond kicker, now 2 kickers inside the 6. Nobody can really turn on it. Player down inside the box. Terzaghi puts his head on it. It was Gordon who was down. Terzaghi came rushing on it, put his head on it, but Hara was there. Gordon is up. We take another look. This one is just fed. Terzaghi running on it. Put the ball into the ground, trying to get it into the back of the net. Put it too close to Hara. If that was going to find the back of the net, it needed to bounce around Hara's feet, or at least equal with his feet. Instead, it was in front. Hara was able to make the save. Here's Aja. And Sterling. And he's battling with Candela. Candela's whistled on that infraction. Sterling starts it back up. We're in the 75th minute. 2-2. And that is the kickers. Goalkeeper coach as well as starting keeper Akira Fitzgerald. Foot race as Gordon was trying to get there. It was cleared out by Green. So Gordon will leave it.
South Georgia Tormenta substitution.
So we got a substitution here is Kinkford Ajay will check out of the match. Alex Morrell, the veteran, will come in for him. That in the 75th minute. And so you are now looking at Tormenta's final 11. Ani with a running start. And that is knocked away. Sterling will gather it up, try to turn on Payne, and Payne fouls. And Payne will go into the book in the 76th minute. So Payne earning his keep there, making sure that the breakaway did not pay off for Tormenta. So Mr. Voigt has entered Payne's name into the book. Dengler will come up. Jake will survey his options. His time is ticking away. Ani was trying to usher it out. Kept it in play. Here's Roberts. And that was a road to nowhere. Ani a little slow. Richmond's made 4 substitutions. They have 1 more that they can make. Tormenta has made 3, but they've made them in 3 windows, so they have no more opportunities. Payne heading it on. Bulldog was trying to get there. It's cleared out before he can. Payne now with a quick throw. And that's too heavy for Gordon. So Tormenta now looking to throw. Surveying his options. Off the back of the goal scorer in the 64th minute, Adrian Billhart. And that's served all the way to Fitzgerald. Roberts liked the idea, is just sailing on him a little bit. Candela gets his pocket picked by Billhart. Billhart will get it back from Sterling. Chrysler will keep him company, as will Payne. Clever little pass to Cabral. That's served into the box. Chested out, sent back the other way, turning around on it, Roberts. Fitzgerald is able to get there. If Roberts was able to put more on that one, it would be a 3-2 affair. We take a look at the build-up on this one. Ball is sent all the way through, chested out, and then look at the effort by Roberts. A half bicycle kick, more like a unicycle, but nonetheless, great defense right there as we come back to real play. Richmond has played a steady match all the way through. We've seen a couple of different looks from Tormenta early in the match, and then about the 10-15 minute mark, they really started to change things around and play a little bit more possession oriented. It has paid off for them. They scored the first goal. They've scored the last one we've had. We've had 4, as you can see, through 80 minutes. Green having to stretch out a little bit. Second-year man out of FIU will survey his options. Holduck sending it out wide for Gordon. Gordon taking his shot, that's knocked away. Sterling will send it down the pitch, it's settled down. Awney. Ritchie. Gordon. Gordon gets his pass back, he's in the box. Heavy touch, took the shot, it went through 2 defenders, but he ran out of space. He knew he had to go far post, but any way to get it close, he was going to have to send it wide, and that's exactly what happened. Great individual effort by Gordon here. You see it go back past Cabral, go past Phelps. Time left for both of these teams to try to get on the board. Love, if you saw on the far side, I'll try to point it out to you again the next time the camera's on it. There is a Ted Lasso reference near the goal line that Pablo Jara is guarding. And it's that familiar yellow sign that says believe. There it is right there, just to the right of that mustache. Gordon can't handle it. Was trying to bring it down with his foot so he could get a shot off. And the opportunity is over. There it is right there, folks. Ted Lasso. Believe. And the Richmond area has believed in soccer here for the last 30 years. 30 years of soccer here in Richmond. The Kickers with such a rich tradition, as Hara puts it high in the air. And so we settle back up. Tormenta. What it really comes down to in the next 8 minutes, who's going to be the goldfish? Who is going to be the goldfish? And forget what happened in the past and just work on the next 8 minutes. Because there are 3 points at stake here. Both teams currently sitting with 11 points. Both with 3 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. Goal differential is better for Richmond. Richmond has an opportunity to be number 1 on the table with a win tonight. Because of that goal differential. Because Charlotte is only +2, and right now Richmond much better off with their +5. Barnathan over the top. That will stay on the pitch. End-to-end action. It's been this way the entire second half. Not many breaks, no rest for the weary. That'll stay on the pitch. Bill Hart feeding it into the middle. Morrell had a sitter and he missed it. Put his right foot out, brought his 9-iron, he needed the 3-wood. And you see Bill Hart doing a great job. What vision to get it all the way across the pitch. Morrell just stuck his foot out, punched it high. Fitzgerald will go out wide. Awney. Barnathan, who has come back to the play. Sees what he likes over the top. He was looking for Gordon. Ritchie picked that one up. Ritchie riding Morrell's back pocket. Barnathan now coming forward. Back heel from Ritchie. Inside. Gordon turning around on it. Back to Ritchie. Ritchie will break down the line. Got past Heckenberg. Ritchie will feed it into the middle. That's headed out. Bill Hart. Stolen away by Moran. Moran inside the box, lays off. Opportunities. Trying to feed inside Terzaghi. That will go all the way through the box. 85th minute. Sterling, can he get to it? Yes, he can. Keeping it forward, ultimately sent back. Chrysler, Fitzgerald, Ani. Ani is definitely hurting. There is one more substitution available. Here comes Tormenta. Can they torment Richmond in the final minutes? Heckenberg trying to pull it in. Tangled up with Moran. Moran's whistled on the infraction. Heckenberg is slow to get up. Don't forget, we've already had 2 players lifted by Tormenta because of injury. Morrell can't handle it. Ritchie in stride. Still going. He needs friends to the right. Inside the box. Takes the shot. What a save. Had the rebound. Brought the 8-iron. He needed a putter. Ritchie knows he had the brace. He knows he had the win. What an effort by Ritchie. Cuts inside. Doesn't have the angle. Takes the left-footed shot. Then the right-footed shot with an open net. And Ritchie is slow to get up. What an unbelievable individual effort by Stu Ritchie. He was looking for the brace. He was looking for the 3rd goal. He had it. Hara with the unbelievable save. The rebound just didn't go Ritchie's way. Everybody on Richmond's bench wanted the throw. 4th official was looking right at it. That will go out of play. We've already had a yellow card issued from a bench, and that was Ian Cameron in the 41st minute. After a discussion with the 4th official. Hara will right-foot it. Tormenta's still on it. They've definitely done a good job of possessing the ball. Once they settled down, they really settled into this match. Early on, it looked like Richmond was going to run away. They weren't getting shots off on Hara, and that was the big difference. Even when Tormenta wasn't playing well in the first half, they were getting shots on Fitzgerald, and then ultimately in the 22nd, Sharifi was able to beat Fitzgerald. And since then, it's been end-to-end action. Tormenta going up by 1, Richmond going up by 1 on the other side, 2-1, and then the equalizer by Bill Hart in the 64th. And now Fitzgerald will cover up here in the 89th. Promised you that it would be a good one, and the Richmond Kickers and the South Georgia Tormenta have not disappointed. Fitzgerald will punt it away. What a punt it was. Gordon trying to come up to the ball. Terzaghi will keep Hara honest. It went forward, not back the other way. We're in the 90th minute as Hara will pick it up, highlight it out. Bangler sending it up. Bill Hart trying to get around. Bulldog sends it out of play. So Richmond, as we close out the 90, can Can they pick up a late goal? Shoot to the top of the table. It would change their goal differential to +6. Or will this end up in a draw with both teams going 3-3-3 on the season? Check that. It would be Richmond getting their third win, third loss, and 2 draws. They've only played 7 games. We've got 2 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. Cabral, Morel. They'll push it out wide. You hear the crowd chanting Richmond Kickers, trying to will their club to a late goal, and a late goal would give them a victory. Tormenta just keeps doing what they've been doing since about the 15th minute, and that is going forward and challenging Akira Fitzgerald. Tormenta with an opportunity to shoot to the top of the table as well with a win. With a goal here to win 3-2, it would take their goal differential to even. Gordon keeping it on the pitch. Candelo was trying to come up on it. Seconds left in this one. Fitzgerald. He'll send everybody forward. Then punt it away. Over the head of Gordon, sent back the other way. And that's the kind of effort you want to see. Alex Morel coming in as a substitute, seconds running out, an opportunity to steal a win on the road, and he sacrifices his body trying to keep it in play. That'll do it. 2-2 is the final here in Richmond. What an unbelievable match, and that tells you everything you need to know. Moran going down in complete exhaustion at the end of this match. That's the way you play League One football. Hara, the captain. We're going to take a look at the save of the game. And here it is. Early in the second half, Fitzgerald. He's only 5'11", but he's got the hops. And he makes sure that doesn't find the back of the net. Your man of the match right there. Number 15, Chrysler. 33rd minute goal. That was to put Richmond up 2-1, and that sat that way for 31 minutes until Bill Hart got the equalizer. But Chrysler, what an outstanding effort. The goal, beautiful header, playing great defense. Highlights and stats. We're going to come back on the other side of the break and get those to you. Richmond 2, Tormenta 2. Don't go away here on ESPN.
Show off their support of the Richmond Kickers. Thank you so much for coming out.
Many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with a provider today.
At Greenswell Growers, we combine innovative technology, sustainable practices, and a passion for local. With a commitment to plants first, we have unwavering standards for growing products that yield the best taste in order to create the happiest customers. Because everyone deserves access to clean, safe, nutritious food. Little Greens, Big Heart. Learn more at greenswellgrowers.com.
Welcome back, everybody. You're looking at the player of the match, Mr. Jalen Crisler. Had the goal in the 33rd minute. Richmond 2, South Georgia 2. It was a fun affair, end-to-end action for just about 90 minutes, definitely for 75. And if you've sat with us this long, you might as well relive it. We've got some highlights for you. Here we go. Here we go. Early on, Ajay serving it up. Sterling couldn't hang on, but that finds the back of the net. That's Barry Sharifi in the 22nd minute. 1-0 South Georgia. We move ahead just 5 minutes later. Chip over the top. Ball will go to the outside. Bolaños. And then, who's there? The left fullback? Are you kidding me? Stu Ritchie, 1-1 in the 27th. But wait, Richmond's not done. No. Long throw, on it. Off the chest, right back. Serve it up. Who gets it? The player of the match, Jalen Crisler, 33rd minute. We go to the break at 2-1 Richmond. How about that little celebration? A lot of goals scored on this side of the pitch. Here's the second one for Tormenta. Bill Hart serving it up. That will go over. That was the save we showed you a little while ago. Bill Hart in the box. Yep, back of the net. That was in the 64th minute. It's 2-2. And that is all the scoring. We showed you the save of the match. We showed you all 4 goals. Now we're going to show you the statistics on the game. There were 2 yellow cards for Tormenta, 1 for Richmond. The possession got better for South Georgia. They both had 10 shots on target, and then you had 30 shots overall, but the only stat that ever matters is the one up top, and that is goals. 2 for the Kickers, 2 for Tormenta. And that is how it ends. They both now have 12 points on the table. Their goal differential does not change at all. Another outstanding match in League One action here in Richmond. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. For everyone from League One, USL, the production crew, everybody else, I'm Bruce Silverman. Thanks so much for being with us. Richmond 2, Tormenta 2. Have a great evening, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.